My people, what's going on? So, today's YouTube video is a highly anticipated video, people. It's the one a lot of people been asking me for, people. And it's us processing our meat chickens that we've been raising a little bit too long. Because meat chickens only got to be raised from like 6 to 8 weeks and they're ready to be processed, but these chickens probably been here for a good 12 weeks. Let's get to what you need first, people. I'm excited, I'm ready to go. I got on my Carhartt apron right here. Let me show you what you need. Now, first, what I got right here, people, I just got me something clean. That's what I'm gonna clean my chicken in and take all the guts out. I have me a bucket because I'm gonna catch the blood when I cut the neck. I'm gonna catch the blood that's draining, and I'm also gonna put the guts in here. Then this right here is just to hold my tools because my table ain't that clean. So I got another little clean pot. This tool right here is gonna be a knife. This is going to be a very important piece of processing chickens, people. You can't just use any kitchen knife. You want a very, very sharp knife. So since I got this knife right here, I also got a knife sharpener. I'm going to make sure I sharpen my blade before I do any cutting. And then this right here is for me to, like, if I want to, or like when I cut the chicken legs off, I'm going to use this. It's just some super strong pruners or scissors or whatever you want to call them. And actually, one of my people, one of you all is who bought me this nice set in this, I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's some clippers to, like, if you want to section off the meat or whatever, or cut bones out. This is what this for. Someone bought this off my wish list. Thank you. You see I'm out here using it. What else you need? You need you one of these, people. This is a comb. Now, this is my homemade makeshift comb made out of a comb. And I just cut the bottom a little bit so the chicken can hang upside down in here. This is how I'm going to cut the chicken's throat. So, people, I'm going to start right here with a voiceover because my microphone went dead while I filmed this entire video, and I did not know it until I'm sitting here editing it. But right here you have the pot and the water. You want your water. The sweet spot is 150 degrees, people. It can be between 120 and 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're doing that way you can pluck the feathers off easily. That's the whole point of that. If it's too hot, it will rip the skin. Too cold, it won't really pluck properly. Then we have a plucker right here. Shout out to the Homestead that allowed us to borrow their plucker, because I have done this by hand, but this plucker really sped the job up by far, people, times 10. So get you a plucker or borrow one. And then we have some ice right here for us to put the chicken in after we clean it and process it. You want to put it right on ice ASAP. So now, we throwing the chicken up here in the cone. Y'all don't mind my mouth speaking right now. Just listen to the voiceover. We throwing the chicken up here in this cone. You want to pull the head through. It will keep the chicken calm, people. And then right here, I'm about to show you where you want to aim the cut. Right here behind the jawline, people. This is the jawline. If you look like right behind this jawline, behind the ears, the veins are right there. The main vein that you're wanting to cut. Do not chop the whole entire head of the chicken off. That's what I'm expressing to you right now. So just don't do that. If you cut the whole chicken's head off, it will, for one, shake a whole lot and put blood everywhere, for one. For two, it will not drain the blood properly, people. That's probably the most important part. It will not drain out the blood properly because the chicken's body go into a shock, which will then send a lot of stress to your meat, for one, and then you intaking that when you eating it. You eating the chicken stress. You don't want to do that. So you just don't want to chop the whole chicken head off. Aim right here where I'm pointing at, right behind the jawbone, and just give it a nice slice right there, and you will cut the vein. You will actually see the blood start to shoot out the vein, and it will drain fairly quickly. I'm not going to show you all that part. Right here, you seen it's done. So the chicken will twitch a little bit longer. Not much, but they will twitch. Their nerves still are working a little bit, but they will drain out and bleed out fairly quickly after you hit the right vein. That's how you know you hit the vein. When you hit that vein, it will drain very fast, people. And then we're going to start to put the chicken in the water. Like I said, you want to make sure you have the proper degrees with your water. 150 is the sweet spot. Do this, what you see me doing right here, up and down, up and down. You know when it's ready, when you can pull the feathers off like you just seen me do. You just try it. That's your test right there. Pull the feathers off. If they can come off very easily, it's ready to go. You can take it out of there and you can put it in your plucker. If you're using your hands to pluck, it is also still fairly easy. It'll just take longer. That's the only difference, is the time that you're saving using the plucker. But people, this plucker really helps speed this process up. Trust me, get you a plucker if you want to really process you some chicken. Next part, you see me rinsing it off right here. Fun fact, the girls was really interested in this. They really enjoyed doing this, and they actually wanted to do it themselves. So one day soon. But after that, y'all finna see us do the fun part. Well, not necessarily fun, but it's the most part that people want to know how to do it. So windpipe first. We cut the head off, and then you have the windpipe. That's what you see right there. I'm going to take my sharp blade, and I'm going to cut the skin where the windpipe is just a bit. And we're going to rip it open. And then what we're doing right now is we're trying to separate the windpipe from like the meat and the fat and everything else of the chicken, because we're going to pull that with all the guts out the bottom of it. It's not hard. You just basically reach in there and kind of separating the windpipe from anything that is connected to. That simple. Then you cut the head off completely like you see me do. And then we're going to take our sharp knife. And look where I'm cutting at. Just a little bit, people. You will feel or see the skin breaking. And once you see that open and pop out right there, you know you cut deep enough. Do not cut deep, because you do not want to puncture or cut the meat of the chicken. You just want to get in there like you just seen me do. Stretch it open, put your hands in there, and now we're just going to pull everything out like a pumpkin. Everything you feel in there must come out. And it's very simple, people. The windpipe, you will have to tug on it a bit. And you pulling all the guts out. Like I said, look at Reagan. She's very intrigued. But you pull all the guts out, people. We cleaning it out real good, real good. And then right here we have, this is where the manure is at. This is the butt. And you don't want to cut that and let all the manure go and contaminate your meat. So you see me cutting around it, and you cut around it just like you see me doing there. And it just comes right off after you do that. A piece of fat that's going to be connected on it, cut it, and it's done. You're done, people. Now you can cut the tail off. And another thing you want to make sure you do at this point is go inside of the chicken and make sure you grab the lungs. The lungs will be along the side with the ribs, and it's not going to come out when you pull the rest of the guts out, but it definitely will be along the sides, like where the rib is at. That's what you about to see me do. You reach in there. They actually sell these little scrapers that you can scrape the lungs off, and I don't have one of those, so I just reach in there and I'm gonna pull the lungs off of the ribs. And then after you do that, you just ready to clean your chicken and go ahead and get it packaged up, people. Now, I'm getting the lung off the ribs, which is a very tedious part, but it's very simple, people. It's just they're on the ribs. But anyway, while I'm doing this, I'm going to give you a few key important tips and important information from this video. For one, make sure you use a very sharp knife to make your job so much easier. For two, make sure that you have your water that you're going to put the chicken in before you pluck the feathers between 120 and 170 degrees, people. That is very vital to make the job easier, and so you don't rip the skin of the chicken while you're plucking it. And the third thing is make sure you have some ice on standby. That way, when you're done cleaning the chicken, you can go ahead and put the chicken on ice, because you want the chicken to cool down. After you put it on ice, package it, put it in the freezer. And when you put it in the freezer, you want it to freeze for at least 24 hours, people. That way, the chicken goes through the rigor mortis stage of life or death, and your chicken meat won't be so tough. Now, right here, you see me just going ahead and cutting the chicken neck off. This is also something good for you to use for broth, or you can give it to the dogs like I probably do. But you cutting the extra fat around where the neck was at, and you clean the chicken, put it on ice, store it in your freezer for at least 24 hours. That way you don't have tough meat, and the job is done, people. I hope y'all learned from this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we doing rabbits next, people.